ready, and they're off. Racing away at 1 mile and 1 furlong ahead of them in the Betfred Dahlia Stakes for the fillies and mares at Group 2 level. And it's Secret Satire in those mauve and purple colours, the first one to show, and quickly goes away to a couple of lengths advantage over Beautiful Love, who's racing in second, the Royal Blue with a white cap. Then last year's 1,000 guineas winner in the yellow, Elmalka. Behind her, another length and a half away to the grey, Running Line, who finished second in this race 12 months ago. The back marker is Cinderella's Dream, fully 6 lengths behind the leader. He's covered the opening 3 furlongs, Secret Satire at a fair-looking gallop. From Beautiful Love in second and neck away to Elmalka back in third, Silvestre de Souza, with Running Line in fourth and Cinderella's Dream at the rear of the field. It is still Secret Satire, who won the Musadora last season, shows by a length. Over Beautiful Love in second place, back on these shores for the first time in a while. Elmalka's back in third. Running Line is in fourth place, and then came Cinderella's Dream. It's ahead inside the final half a mile. It is Secret Satire trying to make all the running, leading from Beautiful Love and Ryan Moore placed in second. Elmalka to the far side, then Running Line, he now begins to move up with menace. Back marker, but close up is Cinderella's Dream as the race begins in earnest, as they head now past the bushes inside the final 2.5, and it's Secret Satire by a neck to the ridden along Elmalka to the left-hand side. Cinderella's Dream moving up, going strongly between horses and the Royal Blue, pushed along for more. Now is Beautiful Love near side. Running Line is under pressure as they come out of the dip with a furlong to go, and Cinderella's Dream, now William Buick says go, and she's quickened into the lead, got a couple of lengths clear from Elmalka in second. Beautiful Love back in third, but Cinderella's Dream hits the line strongly. A good-looking winner of the Dahlia Stakes. Cinderella's Dream from Elmalka, Beautiful Love third, then Secret Satire and Running Lion.
The success for Godolphin continues primarily at Newmarket because of Charlie Appleby. Charlie, that was very taking from Cinderella's Dream. Did she do exactly as you expected?
You never want to be too confident, but yeah, we came into it with her homework had been great. We knew she'd come forward a lot since Dubai. Obviously, we were disappointed on the night, but as it happened, that races worked out well for Simon and Ed Crisford. So yeah. Her homework had been great. She's sharpened up every week over the last 2 or 3 weeks there, and you know, Will rode of the confidence as you saw there. Because to be brutally honest, obviously there's a bit of a tailwind there, so those on the front end has sometimes got a bit of an advantage if you're trying to drop one in.
She's always been a talented filly, but it looks like she's now the complete package. Would you go back to North America, or would you keep her here for a few more options?
Be interested to see what Will's got to say, and our plan was, to be honest, to go back to America, to go to Saratoga for the Diane and have a crack at that again. Simon's filly, we're trying obviously to keep away from each other, but I know they're going to go back as well. I think they're going back for the New York Stakes or something like that. So anyway, look, she'll probably end up going back. They're working back, going on a little bit, but the grand plan is to work back from the Breeders' Cup fillies and mares again.
There you go, she's back in. Well done.
Thanks, Rich.
The winning run continues for the Royal Blue, wherever you go in the world. Well done. I suppose this is probably one of the easiest ones you've had this weekend.
Yes, no, she did incredibly well, and she was so relaxed in the run. You know, and I wasn't going to ask her any questions too early, but she went. You know, she's very instant, and all of a sudden I ran out of horses to follow. Yeah. She was right there. So no, I thought it was a good performance, and I thought it was a race with plenty of quality. It was a good Dahlia, and you know, with Running Line, Elmalka, you know, they're setting very good standards. So I'm really happy what she did there, and you know, she had a tough beat in Dubai, but the filly who beat her went on to win a Group 1. So I don't think she's been out of the first 3, apart from the 1,000 guineas back here last year. So you know, she's a very consistent filly. Did
she feel like she's improved even since that run in Maidan?
Yeah, no, she has. And you know, I suppose we're scratching our heads a little bit that night. You know, thinking maybe I should have done something different, but ultimately it was a good race. So, and she probably went there with improvement in her, and I think that showed today.
I said to Charlie, given the fact that she's probably exceeded expectations in the style of victory, would you want to go back to North America, or would you consider some more options over here? He said, I'll have to speak to Will, so I'm kind of being the interlocutor and speaking to you.
Yeah, you have to speak to Charlie. No, I mean, she's very good in North America. She's shown that, and I'm guessing, you know, she was unlucky in the fillies and mares at Delmar last year.
Yeah.
Got a bit far back, rode for luck, didn't get it. So maybe a trip back there would be a long-term goal end of the season, and then just how we get there, we'll see.
Brief word about conditions and how they'll suit Desert Flower in the big one today.
Perfect, yeah, good fast ground. I see no problem with that at all.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks, Richie.
Cheers.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. Well done yesterday, by the way.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.